has been a while since I've done an unboxing video, and I figured this would be the best way to get back into it. This is a box from BookBox, aptly titled. So for those that don't know, BookBox is a small company, at least from what I can tell, based in New South Wales. I'm pretty sure. You can tell I've done a lot of research for this. Basically, they're curated boxes. You say what genres you're into. You can upload a Goodreads list to show what books you've already read. Kind of gives them an idea of the sort of books you're into. How many books you would want in the box. What kind of snacks, drinks, book paraphernalia, like notebooks, pens, that sort of stuff. And self-care stuff. So you go through selecting different options and all that sort of stuff, filling in a questionnaire to submit and purchase a book box. Choices are one book, two book, three book, price goes up throughout. One thing I did like was that a day or so after purchasing it, I did get an email saying, whilst we were sorting your box, we found a couple more books that you might be interested in. How do these sound? We'll add the cost, we'll invoice you basically the cost after the fact if either of them are interested, if you like either of them. So I thought, what the hell, one of them does sound interesting. So originally it was a two book box. Now it should be a three, and I'm only aware of what one is, and I can't actually remember what it's called or who it's by, just what it was about. So yeah, let's get into it. This sounds interesting. Curious case of the missing manuscript. Case file 001. Chaos strikes at the Grand Library. Oi, cat, do you mind? Whilst putting the cat somewhere that she's not going to be making a noise, did just notice this, which is really good. One thing I'm worried about is the fact that the amount of books that I buy and are sitting in my to-be-read pile. So this is good to know. Got a book you already own, return it for a new one free. That is really, really good. All right, back to this. The curious case of the missing manuscript. Case file 001. Chaos strikes the Grand Library. A priceless manuscript has vanished, leaving behind a trail of overturned shelves, spilled ink, and cryptic doodles in the margins. Rumors whisper of a mischievous book thief with a flair for drama. Your mission as the library sleuth: to code the clues, solve riddles, and uncover the truth behind the missing manuscript. It's one of the things that I chose was detectives, mysteries, and that sort of stuff. So, right up me alley. Let's have a look what is in there. Lots of little nifty stuff. I quite like that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Ooh, some stickers. That's a classic. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I mean, so's Mike Myers, but Jeepers Creepers. Hatchet 2. I must admit, I am into horror books as well, but I didn't put that on here because some go a bit too far for me. Thank you. Hey, book lover, this moment's all about you. We just wanted to say a huge thank you. Your support, it doesn't just keep us going, it's helping grow something really special, a community of Aussie readers who are all here for the magic of good stories and cozy bookish moments. Because of you, we get to keep doing what we love, curating books that surprise and delight, packing each box with love and snacks, obviously, and sharing that warm, fuzzy feeling when a great read hits just right. You're not just supporting a small biz, you're part of something bigger. You're helping build a little home for stories, connection, and joy right here in Australia. So, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for being here, for reading with us, for trusting us with your TBR, and for being part of this journey. Big love, Kate and Carl, and Leo the cat, founders of BookBox. That's nice. Book review cards. Ooh, and a personalized number. Why I chose your books. Tasso. These books blend cryptic puzzles and eerie forewarnings within a storm-racked family estate alongside an adrenaline-fueled hunt across continents after a long-lost love. Both deliver suspenseful twists, sharp character studies, and a ticking clock tension that will mesmerize any fan of psychological crime mysteries. Love from your curator, Kate. 3386 crime. Don't know what that means, but sweet. But yeah, book review cards for me to fill out. Must admit, I've got my own spreadsheet. I'm up to 30 books this year now, which is a lot for me. Last year I only read 40 the entire year. All right, let's get into the main box. I do love the way they package things. Kind of like don't want to rip it. I'm looking for a seam. Yes, I do like this. This is to go into like on your bookshelf, not as a book end, but as a book separator. It just hangs out quite nicely. I believe I actually chose that as well specifically. That I quite like. That's really cool. What's this? A bit of butter popcorn. Gluten-free. Ooh. Small superhero approved amount of butter. Do like that. I am trying to eat healthier these days. Sounds really good. Fiction. Not drowning in butter, but a small superhero approved amount of butter so you can continue a life of ducking lasers and wearing unnecessary masks. I'd say most masks are necessary, thank you. That's a good thing as well. It's Australian snacks. So it's good. I'll give them a try. Air popped, no artificial. Plural. I like. All right, next we've got can drink Boss Coffee. That's just perfectly picked. Let's face it, with the name of my YouTube channel and TikTok. Iced mocha. Do like that as long as it's not fizzy. Ooh, Health Star's not too great, but then again, it's coffee. Yeah, I think I'll enjoy that. It can't be fizzy. 95 calories per can. Think I know what I'll be having for breakfast tomorrow. Very nice. All right, what else we got in here? Ooh, a pin. I like that. Can go with all my Loot Crate pins that I've had for years. What is it, like a decade now? Jeez, that is incredibly cute. Very much like that with the Sherlock Holmes Deerstalker cap, magnifying glass and that. Nice. What do we have here? Detective Den. Soy candle. Top smoked oat. Middle bourbon soaked vanilla bean. Base tobacco. Oh, I do love the sound of that. Hand poured with natural fragrances. All right, we've got to see what this is like. Oh, that smells good. Yeah, I think I'm going to be burning this when I'm reading next. Oh, very nice. Got another candle here with matches sitting on top. What's that? Lavender mint leaf. got a new candle now to need another sniff. That is good. Alright, enough with the candle. What do we have here? Raspberry white choc biscuits from Ogilvy, probably butchering that name, and Co. Very nice. Another Aussie made snack. Okay, we got to open these to see what the cookies are like, obviously. They do look very delicious. I might allow myself to have one tonight. They look good. Perfect to have with a nice cup of tea whilst reading. Alrighty, I believe we're on to the main event when it comes to a book box, and that's the books. I will say I love the way they package these. That's one thing that I always get frustrated about, is when you order books online and the state they're in when they get to you. Sometimes it's okay, other times it's just, you know, heartbreaking a bit. You know, you see bends and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, let's open this and see what we got. If Something Happens to Me by Alex Finlay. All set to take on Linwood, Barclay, and Harlan Cope. Oh, okay. I was thinking that was a subline, but it's not. It's a quote from The Sun. For the past 5 years, Ryan Richardson has relived the terrible night his girlfriend, Allie, was abducted. The assailant attacking Ryan and disappearing with Allie and her car, with no trace of Allie ever found. A cloud of suspicion still hangs over him. Now, while on holiday in Italy, Ryan gets a call. Allie's missing car has finally been located, submerged in a lake. Inside it, 2 dead men. The only trace of Allie is a cryptic note, her handwriting on the envelope stating, "If something happens to me." Still processing the news, Ryan suddenly sees the man who has haunted his nightmares since the night Allie was taken. But how could that be possible, so far from home? His search will lead him across Europe, but the truth may lie buried deep back in the USA. Can't say I've ever read an Alex Finlay, but quite like the sound of that. Yeah, it's one I definitely don't have, and it sounds pretty bloody good. All right, book number 2. This is the one I know about. It's a very cute cover. My work wife is going to love the color of that. I think she's going to want to read this. A Half-Baked Murder by Emily George, a cannabis cafe mystery. I mean, isn't that what makes mysteries even better, is if there's a cannabis baked goods with it? In this irresistible debut mystery from Emily George, aspiring pastry chef Chloe Barnes is ready to take her career higher while bringing down a killer. Formerly trained pastry chef, Chloe Barnes is opening a cannabis bakery. That's not at all what the 28-year-old envisioned while living the dream in Paris, with a hot fiancé and a Michelin star restaurant gig around the corner. But the rising it girl of Shoe Puffs, I think that is, rethinks everything after a scathing food review and humiliating breakup make her long for home in sunny California. When her beloved grandmother falls ill, Chloe returns to quaint Azalea Bay to start over in the most satisfying way possible, concocting delicious edibles with her quirky Aunt Dawn. Combining French luxury and THC, Baked by Chloe will take pot brownies to another level. That is until a creepy past acquaintance rehashes old drama and shockingly turns up dead, landing Aunt Dawn as the #1 murder suspect. Now, alongside her closest confidants, a stunned Chloe must alternate between budding entrepreneur and amateur sleuth to clear her aunt's name, open the best bakery in town, and weed out the real culprits from a list of unsettling suspects. Cannabis and CBD infused recipes included. Always consume responsibly. Well, they're not legal here. From what I can remember, it's legal in Capital Territory, but not anywhere else in this country. Yeah, this is going to be a good read, I think. Granted, I'm not into that sort of stuff. I don't judge anyone that is. I'm very vanilla. But yeah, that's going to be an enjoyable read. I look forward to that. Alrighty, last but not least, especially since it's the biggest of the three, we have A Most Puzzling Murder. How do you solve a murder that hasn't happened yet? By Bianca Murray. Another one I do not have, so that is good. We are 3 for 3. How do you solve a murder that hasn't happened yet? Destiny Whip is a former child prodigy, world-renowned enigmatologist, and very, very alone. A life filled with loss has made her a recluse, an existence she's content to endure until a letter arrives inviting her to interview for the position of Scruffmore family historian. Not only does an internet search for the name yield almost nothing, it's a role she never applied to in the first place. After she decodes the invitation's hidden message with ease, the promise of her family's secrets being revealed is too powerful a draw for the orphan Destiny, who soon finds herself on an eerie island. It's a place whose inhabitants are almost as inhospitable as the tempestuous weather. The Scruffmores themselves turn out to be not much better, a snarled mess of secrets and motives connected by their mistrust for one another. Their newly arrived guest proves to be just as much of an enigma to them as they are to her. While Destiny slowly works to unravel the mysteries hidden throughout the ominous castle, she struggles to interpret disturbing nightly visions of what is to come. In the midst of cryptic ciphers, hidden passages, and the family's magical heritage and line of succession, Destiny is certain of two things. One of the Scruffmores is going to die, and she's running out of time to stop it. Interspersed with riddles and puzzles that both Destiny and the reader must solve, A Most Puzzling Murder is one-of-a-kind mystery that will leave you guessing and gasping until the very last page. Praise for A Most Puzzling Murder. We don't need to read the praises, but yeah, that sounds sen-bloody-sational. Nothing better than a book that also has puzzles in for a little geek like me. And there we have what was in my book box. I am extremely pleased with this. I haven't actually signed up to a subscription or anything like that, but if this is what the first book looks like, I think I'm going to have to dip my toe in again a bit later on. Yeah, thanks for joining me. I'll leave a link to their site in my description. Just to clarify, this is not sponsored. I definitely paid for this as a normal customer just to get that out of the way. But yeah, thanks. See you guys next time.